However, beyond the main story and characters, there are moments where Marisa Tomei's spontaneity shines through, especially when she decided to give the crew a little extra. During filming, Tomei brought her signature energy on set, surprising everyone by improvising small jokes and playful gestures that lifted the mood. Her sense of humor and natural charm created a lively atmosphere, making the work environment more enjoyable for the cast and crew alike. She often added her own personal touch to scenes, sometimes altering lines or reacting spontaneously, which contributed to the film's authentic humor. This extra effort not only showcased her comedic talent, but also fostered a sense of camaraderie among the team. Her willingness to go beyond the script demonstrated her dedication, inspiring others to bring their best on set. Over the years, fans have come to appreciate these behind-the-scenes moments, recognizing how her personality infused the film with an extra spark. Even long after filming wrapped, stories about Tomei's playful contributions continue to delight those who remember her lively presence, emphasizing how her genuine spirit truly enhanced the movie. After a trip to a convenience store turned into a legal mess for Bill Gambini and Stan Rothenstein, the film they starred in depicted their unexpected ordeal in Alabama, bringing to life a story filled with comedy and trouble. During the casting process, Marisa Tomei was not widely recognized in the acting industry, and many within the production company doubted her ability to portray the complex role required by the character. Despite these doubts, director Jonathan Lynn saw something special in her talent and believed she had the potential to bring authenticity and depth to the part. He trusted her instincts and gave her a chance to prove herself, showing confidence in her abilities even when others were hesitant. Her casting became a turning point for her career, allowing her to step into a major role and demonstrate her skills on a national stage. Over time, Marisa Tomei's performance in the film helped her gain recognition and proved her capability as an actress, despite the initial skepticism from the industry. Her journey from an underestimated newcomer to a memorable star remains an inspiring story of believing in talent and taking risks. Since the film was shot in Georgia instead of Alabama, viewers might notice the different scenery and landscape that reflect the film's authentic setting. Key filming locations included the small town of Monticello, which provided a quiet and charming backdrop that enhanced the story's emotional depth. Additionally, the Lee Arundel Correctional Institute was used to depict the prison scenes, adding realism to the narrative. The choice of these locations helped bring the story to life and made it more believable for the audience. The film's inspiration came from a real event in the life of screenwriter Dale Launer. He once had a chance encounter with a young man who was anxiously waiting to hear his bar exam results. This experience sparked the idea of creating a story about a struggling lawyer who takes on a case to defend his cousin. The story explores themes of determination, family loyalty, and overcoming obstacles, all inspired by the real-life emotions and situations Dale Launer observed during his encounter. The setting and the true story behind the film combine to make an engaging and heartfelt story that resonates with many viewers. The filming locations and the inspiration from real events helped shape the film into a compelling tale about perseverance and justice. Later, it is known that Joe Pesci's character Vinny was inspired by men from his New Jersey neighborhood. The studio aimed to cut Mona Lisa Vito's character, feeling she might not appeal to the audience or fit the film's direction. However, Dale Launer, the writer, crafted a scene specifically to keep her in the film. This scene showcased Mona Lisa Vito's personality and abilities, proving her importance to the story. Despite the studio's initial doubts, her character became a memorable part of the movie. This decision highlighted how creative writing can influence a film's outcome, especially when characters are at risk of being cut. It also shows that sometimes a single well-written scene can save a character and add depth to the story. In the end, the combination of real-life inspiration and thoughtful studio decisions helped shape the film into a success. Mona Lisa Vito's character gained recognition and became a favorite among audiences, thanks to the scene that Dale Launer insisted on. This example demonstrates how influences from real life and clever scriptwriting can have a lasting impact on a film's cast and narrative. The character's development was supported by the director and cast, further cementing her place in the story. Overall, these decisions show how much effort goes into creating compelling characters and how important the right scene can be to a movie's success. Initially, the scene involving the biological clock was not part of the original script for the film. It was added later during filming to help preserve Marisa Tomei's character, making sure she stayed in the story instead of being removed. This scene became iconic and is often remembered for its humor and relevance to the character's experiences. It played a significant role in showcasing her acting talent and added depth to her character's storyline. Meanwhile, Robert De Niro was initially the first choice for the role of Vinny. The studio believed he would be perfect for the part because of his acting skills and screen presence. However, there was some doubt from the studio president about De Niro's ability to do comedy. Despite his success in dramatic roles, the studio was unsure if he could handle the comedic tone of the film. Because of this doubt, they considered other actors for Vinny before ultimately casting Robert De Niro. This decision shows how casting choices can be influenced by studio opinions and concerns about an actor's versatility. As the film came together, both Tomei's scene and De Niro's casting became important parts of its story, shaping how audiences remember the film and the performances within it. Later, during a research trip, actress Marisa Tomei learned about the importance of authentic details in storytelling. The screenwriter Dale Launer traveled through the southern states to observe the local culture and customs, aiming to bring a sense of reality and depth to his screenplay. This journey helped him understand the nuances that could make the characters and scenes more believable. However, at the same time, a small mistake was discovered. Mona Lisa Vito, a character in the story who gives expert testimony, was not entirely accurate in her description of a car. It turned out that another vehicle with the same features she described existed, which caused some confusion and questioned the reliability of her testimony. Despite this inaccuracy, the trip itself was valuable, highlighting how real experiences can shape and improve a screenplay. Marisa Tomei also saw how important it is to pay close attention to details, whether in portraying a character or in understanding facts. This experience emphasized that even experts can make mistakes, but such errors do not diminish the overall effort to tell a truthful story. The trip and the testimony mix showed that capturing the true spirit of a place and being precise with facts are both crucial for creating convincing characters and plots. As the story unfolded, it became clear that accuracy and authenticity are key to making a story engaging and believable for the audience. Despite her long career and many roles, Marisa Tomei is not directly connected to the Ute scene or the dyslexia plot as described in the summary. The Ute scene was actually inspired by a real conversation between director Jonathan Lynn and actor Joe Pesci. This scene became famous for its sharp humor and quick wit, capturing Pesci's unique comedic style. Originally, the character of Vinny was supposed to be portrayed as dyslexic, which would have added a different layer to his personality, emphasizing struggles with reading and confusion. However, the idea was eventually dropped because the filmmakers wanted Vinny to appear smart and clever, making his quick remarks and street-smart attitude more prominent. This change helped to keep the character more confident and sharp, aligning with Joe Pesci's natural acting style. The decision to remove the dyslexia aspect focused the character's traits on intelligence and wit rather than on a learning difficulty. The scene itself became one of the most memorable moments in the film, showcasing Pesci's talent for improvisation and timing, which contributed greatly to his popularity. While Marisa Tomei's name is well known for her acting roles and awards, she was not part of this specific scene or plot element. Her career highlights include her acclaimed performances in other films, but she is not connected to the details about the Ute scene or the original idea involving dyslexia. Instead, the story of the scene's inspiration and the change in Vinny's character background remains a notable part of film history, illustrating how real conversations and creative choices influence memorable movie moments. Because the prison scenes were filmed in an actual prison with real criminals nearby, the actors, including Marisa Tomei, felt genuinely nervous during the shooting. The authenticity of the setting added a layer of realism to the scenes, but it also made the actors more aware of the seriousness of the environment. Marisa Tomei, known for her acting talent, stepped into her role with dedication, understanding that the real prison setting demanded a lot of focus and emotion. Meanwhile, outside the filming, Marisa received surprising news about her career. She found out she was nominated for an Oscar while she was sleeping on a friend's couch. This unexpected announcement caught her completely off guard, and her reaction was filled with joy and disbelief. The moment became a special memory for her, as she couldn't believe she had achieved such recognition. Her reaction showed her genuine humility and happiness, making her uplifted by the honor. The mix of filming in a real prison and learning about her Oscar nomination at such an unusual moment highlighted the unpredictable nature of her journey in the entertainment industry. It also demonstrated how unexpected events can bring great happiness, especially when they happen during ordinary moments. Her story continues to inspire many, showing that hard work and a little bit of luck can lead to remarkable achievements. Some rumors surrounding actress Marisa Tomei suggest that she may have won her Oscar by mistake, due to a presenter's error during the awards ceremony. However, these rumors are completely unfounded and have been thoroughly debunked by experts and those involved in the event. The idea that her award was a mistake is simply a myth, and she earned the Oscar through her talent and hard work. Additionally, there was a plan to include actor Joe Pesci's Oscar from his role in the film Goodfellas as a cameo in a different project. This idea was considered because Pesci's performance was highly praised, and the Oscar was highly valued, but the concept was quickly rejected. The reason for cutting the cameo was that it was deemed too distracting for the story or presentation, and it might have caused confusion among viewers. Both the rumors and the planned cameo highlight how the film industry and awards can become topics of curiosity and curiosity, but in reality, nothing unusual or suspicious happened regarding Marisa Tomei's Oscar or Pesci's supposed cameo. Instead, her victory remains a testament to her talent and the recognition she earned through her work. Although Marisa Tomei is not directly connected to the specific incidents mentioned, her career has overlapped with many notable moments in film history. For example, in one film, a clock shows a strange jump in time, with the clock going from 12:55 to 4:25, which creates a noticeable error for viewers. This kind of mistake is called a clock error, and often surprises audiences who notice the inconsistency. Meanwhile, the character inspired by Mona Lisa was created by a screenwriter named Dale Launer, who was inspired by real Jersey girls he met while in France. These women's personalities and style helped shape the character's identity in the story. Additionally, during a scene with famous actor Joe Pesci, he accidentally knocked over a chessboard while filming. The director saw the unintended moment and decided to leave it in the movie because it added a sense of realism and humor to the scene. These small mistakes and inspirations show how movies often have unexpected moments that become part of their charm. Throughout her career, Marisa Tomei has worked in films that are full of interesting stories and behind-the-scenes surprises. Her performances have touched many audiences, and her presence in Hollywood continues to be influential. From on-set accidents to character development, the world of filmmaking is always full of surprises that keep both actors and viewers engaged. While discussing the film's unique elements, it is interesting to note that the screech owl featured in the movie was actually a real bird. To make sure the owl opened its mouth for the scene, the filmmakers had to feed it small pieces of beef. This choice added authenticity to the film, showing the dedication to using real animals in certain scenes. Throughout the movie, Vinny's tie is often seen loose or hanging off, which suggests that the scenes involving him were shot multiple times or reshot to get the right shot. This detail might seem minor, but it reveals the effort behind the scenes to perfect each shot. Interestingly, there were other actors considered for the role of Vinny. Well-known actors like Danny DeVito and Jim Belushi were both considered. However, they decided not to take the part. Despite the change in who played Vinny, the character's portrayal remained memorable. As for Marisa Tomei, her career outside this particular film is best known for her acclaimed performances in other movies, but her talent and presence remain notable in the film industry. Overall, these details about the real owl, Vinny's tie, and alternate actors show how much thought and effort go into making a good film, from choosing the right animals and costumes to casting the right people. In the movie, a mint green convertible appears in the background, serving as a subtle clue that hints at the identity of the real killer's vehicle. This small detail adds an element of intrigue for viewers who pay close attention, linking the scene to the story's mystery. Lorraine Bracco, a well-known actress, was originally considered for the role of Mona Lisa. However, she declined the offer, which led to the role eventually being given to Marisa Tomei. Tomei's casting brought a fresh energy to the character, and her portrayal was highly regarded. The choice of casting and the inclusion of the convertible as a hint are often discussed by fans and critics alike, as they contribute significantly to the film's atmosphere. Marisa Tomei's performance marked a notable point in her career, as her role helped solidify her reputation as a talented actress capable of handling complex characters. The film's use of visual clues, like the mint green car, combined with casting decisions, demonstrates the thoughtful approach taken by the filmmakers to engage the audience and unravel the mystery. Throughout the film, viewers are encouraged to look for such details, making the experience more interactive and rewarding for those attentive to the finer points of the story. Ultimately, the subtle hint of the convertible and the decision to cast Tomei play important roles in the film's overall narrative and its reception, illustrating how choices behind the scenes can influence the final product. Although Marisa Tomei is widely recognized for her acting talent and has appeared in many films and television shows, she is also connected to a teaching tool used in legal education. Specifically, her performance in the movie My Cousin Vinny has gained recognition beyond entertainment because it is used as an educational resource for law students. The film offers a realistic and accurate depiction of the legal system, making it a valuable teaching tool. Law students watch the movie to understand courtroom procedures, the role of lawyers, and how the justice system functions in real life. It provides an example of legal principles in action, helping students learn how cases may unfold from start to finish. The film's portrayal of legal practices is considered close to real courtroom procedures, allowing students to visualize and better grasp complex legal concepts. Many law teachers incorporate My Cousin Vinny into their coursework because it simplifies and illustrates legal processes in a way that is easy to understand. As an actress, Marisa Tomei's role in the movie contributed to its popularity and effectiveness, but her involvement also helped bring a realistic touch to a story that is now used as a teaching resource. This connection between her performance and the film's value in legal education highlights how entertainment and education can sometimes intersect to provide useful learning experiences.